All right, so I think we're good to go now. Let's find out. Are you here to learn? Are you here for some information that could help redesign your life? Well, you have come to the right spot. Lion Flood, I am so grateful that you are here joining me on this journey for the new thing that's coming. Yes, I am willing to live stream for food. So let's get into it. I'm going to be showing you something that's going to help ease the burden of pain and find your painkiller. So, my question though for you, do you feel stressed or overwhelmed when it comes to creating your content? If you do, then have no fear. I've got something that's going to absolutely help you to resolve that. And I'm going to do it within about 5 minutes. So stick with me here. And at the end, I'm going to show you something really, really sweet to be able to work with you on that there. So, first off, this is called Notion. Some have already heard of it. And if you have not, this is going to be so helpful for you. I myself use it in all my content creation, podcasting, especially because it's basically sort of like an organizer that stays on your system and helps you out in so many different ways. So let me show you what it looks like, and then I'll jump into that actual part of where we're going to be using it. Okay. So this is the home screen, and I actually got to update some of my information on there. So just because I've just recently designed, as most of you all know, or refocusing, rebranding my content and my page. So as we look at this right now, it's on the personal home side right here. On the left hand side, that's over here, we can see personal home, reading list, journal. And these are some of the things that we have been using. What's great about this, though, also, as I bring to you, most of the times the items I bring are free. Right? I have no affiliation with this, and I will tell you if I do, so that way I give you my affiliate link. But this here, I do not, and it is absolutely free. There is a paid version for it as well, but you can still accomplish most everything you need with the free version. So as we're looking at this, this is a reading list, and this is something that I keep for my personal use as well. As you can see, I just have at the bottom here, the academic journal. I finished that recently, and then also my daily thing I do is listen to a podcast. Right, so that's something that helps remind me of those things there. Okay, it has a journal spot where you can do it. Where I journaled about our Hawaii vacation to keep those memories, and I need to do that because we just got back from Miami as well. So I need to update that. And has a task list. Take Fig on a walk. Take Fig. That's supposed to be dog. It's a Fig, but dog's not. A dog's name is not Fig, so it's supposed to be take dog on a walk. You can put quick notes in there for yourself. You can find all kind of little things like that there as well, right? But it just helps you stay organized because, and we're gonna jump right back into that. But because I know that most of the times our anxiety comes from not directly being prepared. So here we have the opportunity to get prepared, and it shows us when we're looking at this right here how we can do those steps. And then now all we have to do is wake up, do whatever we do, get to our screen, get to our content, and see the plan of action for the day. Now I know I only have 3 things to do, 5 things to do, or whatever, and here's the steps I'm going to do within it. So let's jump back into it. Here is the getting started portion. Uh, this is basically telling you how to use the system. Is mostly everything is clickable, edible, so you can adjust things and get started right there. So now let me show you my run of show template. All right. This is when it comes down for the possibility of being on air for my content because I go live mostly, and you guys know that I love going live more than I do recording. It's crazy, but I do because if I'm live and I do a flub, I mess up, then it is what it is, right? When you're recording, you're like thinking, I got to get this perfect, and you don't. Do not have analysis by paralysis. So, as we take a look here, I have basically my scheduling, right? And I've started everything empty. So this isn't my actual one all the way. So I wanted to show you how it looks when you first started. When you're getting started into whatever content, podcasting, doing a video, check your gear, right? So when we look at this right here, we can actually come in here, click on our gear list, and then it brings everything down. So now I can check my speed tests. That's what I always do to make sure the internet is running properly to be able to sustain whatever amount of time um, that I have been working on it. Okay, so with that, next I can do make sure all my sounds are off my phone. It's on silent. It's wherever. Check all my cameras. You get the point, right? But now I have this to make sure that I can check it off each and every time. So when I and to be honest with you, because everyone knows I'm transparent, I don't look at it every single time, even though I should, because I've gotten to the habit of knowing what everything is pretty much at, but I still double check things on a regular. Okay. So now I have a list to check off really quick just to make sure that everything is good. Ecamm, you all know that's my system. I love my Ecamm. This is being brought to you by the Ecamm. That's what I'm using now in case anyone wants to know. And also, I do have a 14-day free trial for Ecamm for all Mac users. If you want to check it out for free for 14 days, absolutely free, you can do that. And then I am an affiliate for Ecamm. So if you do purchase something, I do get a small portion of it. Nothing comes out of your pocket though. Ecamm does takes care of everything on that end for me advertising their product for them. All right, so let's take a look at this though. So in my Ecamm system, I can check my scenes, my sounds, make sure my mic is muted on a countdown. I put that in there just to ensure again that I have everything set the way it needs to be set prior to me going in. Make sure my comments are turned on so I can read the comments that you all place in there and make sure everything is good, right? So that's just like a little basic thing there. And again, that could be for your system as well. If you use StreamYard, OBS, Zoom, any of that, you can edit those as simple as this, right? So let's say if I wanted to edit that there, I back that out. And let's say if I wanted to put Zoom, okay? Now, as you can see, it's in there, right? But let's go back and put the number one in there, right? We want to make sure we stay with the number one. Too many M's, Ecamm. All right. So then also with my guest, I want to make sure that my guest has all of their items ready, their camera, lighting, angle. I check with them. Or if I am maybe, let's say I'm doing a video, I want to make sure that I have all the lighting ready for the gear, even if I'm not bringing a guest on, right? Make sure I have batteries charged for my camera, etc., etc. Any other distractions? This is my favorite one. I put my dog up, right? And I've kind of gotten away from that. And every once in a while, he comes jumping on me, right? But this is good for any distractions that you may have. Notion helps you with that, right? If you need to maybe turn the TV off, make sure you're not doing it if you're expecting a package, any of the little things like that, okay? And we're going to keep going. And once we're live, once we're in that video portion, in that podcast portion, in that recording session, whatever it is, here are my points. I can have my Notion up on my screen. So I'm looking at the screen and I'm seeing my points to make sure I'm covering everything that I want to cover. Make sure I'm not leaving out something that's important, right? So there it goes, all of those things. I come down to my conclusion towards the end. Hey, so this is what this video brings you. This is what it's about. This helps you out tremendously. Make sure you pick up Notion. It's absolutely free. It's downloadable and it works for iOS, Mac, and also PC, Windows. Okay. Let's see. Audience engagement. All of these promotions. If you have a guest link, if you have a promotion, you can have this up so you can make sure. I'm looking at my run of show to make sure I'm at the end of where I'm supposed to be at. So if I'm interviewing a guest, if I'm talking about a specific subject that I'm teaching on, right? I want to say, oh, and then also check this link out. Make sure you go check out this company. They're sponsored by A, B, and C. For an example, I have this, I don't have it on this one, but one of my sponsors, I go and say, hey, thank you all for listening to Redesign Your Life. And while you're at that point of redesigning your life, make sure you check out Pair One that gives you ability to also redesign your home. If you're in that process of redesigning your life, why not redesign your home with Pair One? Make sure you check out my link. They have a special going on right now, 25% off and also 50% off online. If you buy one, you can get one the value same price for free. Yeah. See, so I have that to remind me, and it's actually on my screen now, and I can see it in my section, right? Check out Pair One. So that's just another small example right there. For real. But no, check them out for real. It's in my link. So I'll put the affiliate link up there and everything. You check out the link and you can grab something from them as well. Right now, after your session is over, you may want to add something on, or even within you going into the edit piece, right? Part. You can put things in here to make sure you respond to comments. Hey, send your thank yous. So if you tell people, hey, that's the end of my show, like let's say I'm doing it live, that's the end of my show. Thank you guys. I can make sure I remember to respond to comments, or even after I posted it, I look at this, make sure you respond to comments, right? So that's a very quick and simple one right there. Now, I'll show you another little quick one really quick. This is my episode planning. This is the run of show. This is when the show starts. This, what I'm about to show you, is what I'm planning prior to the show. All right, so let's get into that. This is my episode planning template. And also, if you DM me, I will send you my episode planning one for free as well. And that way you can use mine and edit it. If you maybe aren't sure how to make this, anything like that, I'll make sure you get one of these for free as well. And just sign up and message me, and then I will send this to you. Okay. All right. So, for an example, really quick, let's say if I'm on episode 3, or matter of fact, let's stop at episode 1. All right. Episode 1 here. And we're going to name that, let's say dog training video. Let's say we go dog training video, right? And just that quick, that simple, and that easy, as I always tell you. Are we having a guest? We check it. Nope. Are we doing this remote? We check it. Nope. Recording link. If we have one, we do all of this prior to that. All right. But here's also a great part of this right here as well. So now let's say we have that. If we come over here to this plus sign, we can now add on another one as well. Or we can then come in here, delete, duplicate, basic, simple stuff like that as well, right? But here goes the beautiful part. So now when we're done with that, we can push these up as much as we would like. You can have 10 things in here to make sure you are planning out your episodes the way that they're supposed to be, right? So that's a great part about that. Again, tables, you can adjust things like that. Now, if you come here to open, you can peek inside to see even more stuff for your episodes, for your video content, whatever name you want to call it by. Here we go. So we peek inside. Now look, we are inside here where we saw editing, promoting, make sure those are checked, publishing, going through these really quick. Topic of this episode is finance or dog training, right? Here's the goal that you're working to get through to your audience. Listen, stay with me. I'm giving you the sauce. I'm telling you what to do so that take away your nerves. Most time people are nervous simply because they don't know what to say. They don't know where to take the conversation. Well, here you have it planned out for you. So now you can look at this prior to starting your episode and you can say, okay, here's my goal. I want to accomplish A, B, and C. I want to let people know that this clothing company is whatever. This special is whatever. Okay. Research. What did I do to research this episode? What did I do to research the content to go out? Uh, it's better to plan it out and then record it than to just do it. Right. So, about this guest or about this video. Okay. Pre-production call. All of this is done prior to your episode, right? This is done so that now you have your questions, you have talking points. Right? So now if I'm on my call with my guest, or if I'm doing a content creation and I'm like, oh man, what comes next? I can just simply peek over at my screen and I see, oh yes, that's the next question. Or, oh yes, here's the next talking point. Okay. Notes from the interview. Again, you can put notes, podcast, production notes, episode outline, all of this. The main point is check out Notion. It's absolutely free. Again, message me and I will get you a copy of that there. And make sure you keep listening and click that bell, that subscribe button, because we want you to get notified every time some great new content drops. We're working to build something again. Remember, we are bringing this for tutorials, for learning experiences. And we love the fact that you are on this journey with us so that you can start to redesign your life. Why? Society told you live in a box. What box? Who told you that that's the only box, right? Anyways, thank you all for taking the time listening. Make sure you keep living while you're alive, and I look forward to our next conversation.